Hello, hello. Brittany Parker, your Seint beauty artist. I'm going to do my face. I haven't jumped on here forever because I have been dealing with some disgusting breakouts. My face hates me, but I kind of did it to myself. I used some self tanner, try to, wear some shorts. Sorry, had to clear that. Anyways, I brought the self tanner up onto my face. Like I have a special little brush and my face hated it. I've been paying for it for this last week. So if you have acne, and like I've heard people say it before, and I just didn't think when I was like, doing the whole self tanner thing. I just didn't think there was a really cool brush. I was like, oh yeah, let me use this. I'm gonna do like on my contour spots. And then I just brought it all over and I've been paying for it, like I said. So I'm here. I'm gonna tell you and teach you how to, like, I can't get rid of these, right? I can't get rid of these little friends I have, but I can color correct them. Can I take away the texture? No. No makeup is going to take over just erase the texture. But there's ways to kind of downplay it and try to camouflage it more than others. I have put some brow wax in these brows of mine. And so Seint has a really awesome brow wax. You just put whatever setting spray you have. You give it a squirt. I've heard some people also just put water in it. Take your little spoolie, activate it, and then I brush it. I brush it back and forth, just trying to get it through all the hairs, and then I just kind of brushed them up, and then when I got to his tail, I would just bring it down. So up, up, up. Like I said, when I got to this part, I just brushed it down. If you have hooded eyes especially, if you can brush your eyebrows up, you are actually creating a larger eyelid, so your eyes don't look as hooded and as closed. So sometimes people will draw their lines too low and you're actually closing off your eyelid. So try the brow wax. It's like brow soap. It's all these different kind of things, but you try to raise that brow up a little bit just to give you some more real estate on your eyes. Okay, I'm also gonna do a different eye look using kohl. It looks really dark. I'm gonna actually use that just to help kind of like a liner, just to kind of give me a little bit more dimension. But I need to get this face on. So let's start. So I'm gonna use my Seint 3D Cream Foundation, and I'm gonna use a few brushes because I love all the different brushes. If you're gonna get one, if I color match you, I totally recommend the 3D brush. But if you're gonna get a couple, this detail brush, I'm gonna use both of these today. This detail one's like the most perfect little stamp for when you're doing your contour and even when you're getting into your smaller areas. I really like the detail brush, but this brush is also fantastic. This is the 3D brush. I mean, all of them are good and they all have like a reason and a time to use, just kind of depending on your mood. When I have all these friends, usually it's going to be the buff brush because I need more fuller coverage. The denser it is, the more compact the bristles, the more fuller coverage you're going to get because it's going to pick up more product and you just kind of stipple it all over those friends. But I'm going to go ahead and get started. I have gotten some color. So this is my face. Inside this magnetic palette is my entire face. If you are sick of scrambling in your makeup bag, like 60% of the time, just trying to find what you're looking for, let's talk. Okay, so I have my face. I have my highlight, my concealer, my bronzer, my color corrector, my illuminator, my blush, my cheek, literally right here. That's all that is. In the middle, I have a couple extra lip and cheeks. I even have a demi to help cover some of those spots I have. And at the bottom, eyeshadows, okay? And you get to personalize your palette 100% how you want it. It could be a big guy. This is a 27. I love 27. I love this size. This is a 4, meaning that it holds 4 large tins or 8 small eyeshadow tins. This guy I love to keep in my purse for touch-ups. Like if you're more oily, keep a vanilla dust in your purse, your lip and cheek, maybe an illuminator. Keep that in there and you can put it in your purse and just bring it along for like little touch-ups. But I love this guy. But let's get started with my contour. So I'm using indigo right now. Look how dark that is, but I have gotten darker. I was using olive. And so some people can use multiple contours. But when I go in there, I'm taking my brush and I'm just tapping. You do not need to swipe or like scoop. Okay. This is really pigmented foundation. It has a lot more color than like your standard liquid foundation that has about 18%. This is higher, like 80% color pigment. So less is more. So when you start your contour, I always start with my contour. It's like a roadmap for where all my other stuff goes. And Seint makeup is a paint by number system, pretty much, okay? So you're gonna start right up here. So go ahead, feel for me your cheekbone. Do you feel that? So it starts kind of up here by your ear and it comes down. So on the bottom side of that, like the bottom, like I'm gonna give it a little kiss. So I'm just stippling and just kind of bringing the product down. And I'm not gonna come further than the outside of my eye. I don't want my dark right here into all my smile lines. I do start up here and it places the most product here. And then you can kind of just bring it down. And I just kind of stipple just like that. And you can see already how it gives me dimension and definition. And it, like, you can think of contour as Spanx for your face. It's gonna sculpt you. It's gonna give you more definition. And I love it. So, okay, other side, once again, feel that cheekbone, okay? Right there, I can feel it. I'm gonna come by my ear and I'm just gonna pounce like this. If you swipe, you're gonna have less product. And so when you're stippling, you're actually helping to push in the product and it's gonna give you a more fuller coverage. But on those lighter days that maybe you don't wanna look so sculpted, you just kind of wanna look easy breezy, you can just kind of swipe it on and then just kind of blend it out a little bit. And so you could have glam with Seint, you could have super natural with Seint. It's totally customizable. You could build it up, the contour, the highlights, there's gonna be a main and a brightening. All of that is part of your 3D foundation, all of it. So whoa, that got a little crazy there. But it's all part of the actual foundation. It has foundational coverage. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of blend this out as I go. I went a little crazy. It's okay. It's all gonna blend out. But that did look a little dark, didn't it? Okay, I'm gonna bring it down my jawline here. So now our jaws curve up to here to our ear. They don't go like straight back. So I kind of go in front of the ear right here and then bring it down my jawline. Okay, try to give me a cut that little jawline right there. Same thing on this side, a little bit in front of the ear, and then I bring it down. Okay, so your chin is your one spot that you would blend down because our chin is underneath. I mean, the shadow is underneath, and that's what contour is. It's a shadow. It's gonna mimic the natural ones we already have on our face. And so we have a natural shadow on the perimeter of our forehead, the bottom of our cheekbones. We have a natural shadow on the side of our nose. Now that's extra, okay? The contouring of the nose is super extra. If you don't wanna do it, you're not comfortable, you totally don't have to. And so I'm actually gonna take, this is my multitasker brush, and I'm just gonna come and draw a line down the side. Now it's not the side of your nose, it's like on the top, the side of the top. And go ahead, bring it into like the socket of your eye there, your brow bone. And I just kind of bring it. Now I'm just doing a very soft nose contour. The closer the line, the thinner your nose will look, if that's what you're going for. But just kind of bring it up into your brow bone, into like the socket there of your eye. It's gonna give you a more natural look. And like I said, this is an extra. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. Okay. Kind of get the bottom of your nose. Okay. All right, whatever's left of my brush, or if I need a little bit more, just right underneath the lip, kind of give you more of an illusion of a poutier lip. So if you have thin lips like me, go for it. All right, that's my contour. That's my first step. 1, cheekbones, perimeter of your forehead, jawline, and your extras are your nose and below your lip if you'd like. Okay, now I'm gonna go to, this is my, so that was my detail brush. Now this is the 3D brush, and I'm gonna go to this kind of rounder side, and I'm gonna go into Sandy. So this is Sandy. I was kind of going back and forth, but let's see, since I am a little bit darker right now, let's see how Sandy looks. So I just tap. I'm not scooping, okay? Tap, 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 okay? And wherever I have a beard, well, if I had one, that's where this is gonna go. Now, like I said, this is where I've definitely had a big breakout. So I'm just gonna do a little bit more than I would usually do, just to help color correct those little friends of mine. They're not really friends, are they? Okay, so this is just Sandy. So, but it doesn't matter that mine's Sandy. So if you went and you grabbed your makeup and you're doing this with me, this is your main highlight. This is the one that's closest to your skin. It's what you consider foundation. And so sometimes when you put it on, well, most times, it's like, are you even putting anything on? And that's a good thing. That means it matches your skin. If you're interested and you're like, hey, I want to try this Seint makeup, I will totally help you pick your colors. So like, don't go on there and just totally guess, because the colors are important. People can wear like multiple colors kind of sometimes, but some colors will not work. Okay, if you're cool or warm, undertones, all these different things. So send me a selfie, bare face, no makeup. I need to see every pore. I need to see all this stuff in good lighting. Don't be outside, inside your house, behind a window. Take that selfie and just message it to me. Just like Facebook Messenger or Instagram, any way that you can reach me. Okay, so I'm going to go into my brightening. See how I just still have these spots? It was a really bad breakout. I'm gonna go back after and just kind of like spot check those after, but I'm gonna keep moving. So I'm gonna go into my brightening. I'm gonna use, this is now the pointier side of that brush, and just tap, tap, tapping. Gonna go the inner corner. Whoa, that was a lot more than I expected. It's warmer in my house. I'm trying not to turn the air on, but I'm such a baby. And so creams do melt. So if you are expecting your package, please watch the tracker. If you can't be there right away, and I know I look crazy talking to you like this, if you can't be there when it says it's delivered, when you do get it, don't open it. Let it sit on your counter, let it cool, and then open it up just in case. But I would not leave your makeup now that it's summer inside your car. So that's why this is so fantastic, like a 4. You do get palette credits when you buy any of the tins, including the eyeshadows, the lip and cheeks, your foundation, your contour, any of it. It goes towards getting your palette. If you already have a palette and you're putting in a second order, a third order, get some of these smaller guys. These guys are great to travel with or just like on the go. Or if you have any young girls or young kids who are into makeup, get them a couple. There's like a lip conditioner, a couple of the cute glosses are always a good choice. Okay, so this is just my brightener. Bring it down my nose. Okay. Oh, my poor stomach. It's like, rah, feed me. Okay, so I have put on all my colors. This is my 3D cream foundation. I put on a contour that mimics shadows and it sculpts my face. I put on a main highlight. That's your darker highlight color. And that's like your foundation. And then I put on a brightening highlight, and that's to bring light and to enhance, you know, the center of our face where our eyes, our mouth, these are the pretty things on our faces. And it just kind of like brings attention to that. Okay. So it enhances the things that we want to enhance. All right. Now, both of these, the brightener and the main, when you go to shop, they're both in highlights. Okay. So don't be confused. It's not going to be like main highlight, brightening highlight. It's just going to say highlights, and you just go pick the 2 that I tell you are your shades. Okay. Let's blend. 3D brush. I'm going to use this fatter side. And I always start in my highlight area. Okay, so you always want to start in your lighter areas. You don't want to undo all the paint by number where you placed your makeup. You want to keep those in the right areas. Okay, so I'm just blending out my forehead, my chin. Okay, when it comes to my eyes, I'm really making sure that I'm just stippling. I could bring some of this down the sides of my nose. It's gonna help contour my nose too. All right, making sure I get my eyelid, and I'm just merging. You know how I put the product on the inner and outside? I didn't put it right immediately in my problem areas. And so if you have any like really large pores, if you have any some areas that have extra wrinkles, fine lines, don't put the product right there. You're gonna put it by like the sides of it. And then as you're blending, you're kind of blending around, and then you're just kind of slowly and softly putting the product to give you some coverage in that area, but trying not to pack a lot of makeup in those problem areas. Like I would not put my brightener because it's gonna like accentuate those, right? So like be careful of where you place your product. And if you're like, oh, I don't know, reach out, I'll help. Okay, let's get a little bit of this contour on my forehead. Make sure it goes into my hairline. I have like a fuzzy or something on me. You know when you feel crazy? Like I could see it, why can't I grab it? Okay, all right. Now the contour on my cheeks, I blend up. Same thing with my forehead. I blended that up into my hairline. I'm gonna underblend this. I'm literally just kind of making sure there's no like crazy straight lines, just kind of blending it a little bit, but I'm underblending because I'm gonna add now my favorite bronzer. Okay, so I'm gonna go, ooh, today, let's go back into Icon. So I always use Bella bronzer, but I've tried Icon, which is actually a highlight, and it can also kind of mimic a warm bronzer because bronzer warms your face. It gives you like a sun-kissed glow. So I'm just gonna kind of do the tops of my cheeks. So my contour was down here. My bronzer goes above it, okay? So on my forehead, and you can see that this is just really a warmer bronzer. Okay. Just blend this out. Okay, so bronzer though goes on all the high points of your face. So if you step outside and you got a sunburn, think of where you usually get burned on your face. You get burned like on your forehead, you get burned on the tops of your cheeks, you sometimes get burned on your nose, on your chin, anything that kind of like the top parts. And I'm gonna bring it down my neck, merge those. My neck always gets really red when I do this. It's kind of funny. Okay, you can bring it down onto your chest. So if you're wearing like a V-neck, you could bring it down just to kind of make it all seamless. Get your ears, don't forget those guys. Okay, there we go. Oh, I love bronzer. It's like, literally someone's like, what's your favorite product? Bronzer. I don't know. I've always been a sucker for it. Okay, now a lip and cheek. Today I'm gonna do just kind of a very neutral palette for my eyes. I'll show you. So just very neutral, nothing crazy. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of Frenchie. Now Frenchie can be used as a color corrector, like under your eyes. I'm gonna put it on top. I forgot, I got Sunshine State, the new lip and cheek, or at least the new shade of the month. It has been out before, but totally sold out and left, and it's seriously a favorite. Like I would not be surprised if it sold out. It kind of goes quickly. It is definitely a favorite. It is more sheer, so like Frenchie, this is a satin, so it's more of a punch. It's like the pigment is stronger, I would say. Whereas like the Sunshine State, it is a gloss. And so it's more of like a topper, kind of like an illuminator. So if you wear Sunshine State on your cheeks, you don't even need an illuminator because it acts as it, as both. Okay, I'm gonna put that here though so I don't forget it. I'm gonna show it to you. Look how pretty this is. I mean, do you see those gold flakes in there? Gosh, it's gorgeous. And so I'll put this on before. I'm gonna even open it so I don't forget. Let's go. I put bronzer, I put my lips and cheek. It's eye time. Okay, so I did, like I said, I put my, the brow wax in my brows. I'm gonna just kind of fill those in a little bit using an eyeshadow. Let me find it. I'm just going to use Oak. Let me see. So eyeshadows are really good in your brows. And so I'm more of a blonde, dirty, fake blonde. Okay, I see you. I'm a lighter brown though, lighter brunette blonde. So I use Oak. If you're darker than me, Trust is a really good eyebrow color. So you can see how this is Trust, it's a bit darker. And then there's even Kohl. And Kohl's one of the eyeshadows I'm going to use today, and it's even darker. You could also use Arabian Nights, which is a cream eyeshadow. And then you can even use your contours. And I actually really like using my contour as like to fill my brows, because I feel like it just brings my whole face together, since that's like a color I have on my face. Today, let's use Oak. Okay, so this is the line brush. This is the spoolie that I just went in there, and then it has an angled side brush here. I'm gonna tap it in just gently. I don't need a lot. And I'm gonna just come here. What did I get on my brow there? Oh, there we go. I'm just gonna kind of fill in. Now I've seen it like so many different ways, people putting their color in first and then the brow wax, and then you could do it the opposite way. Like you just keep on finding what works for you. All right, sorry, I literally cannot do this in the phone mirror. I don't know why not. Okay, then from the bottom, I'm just gonna go up and push that product up. Okay. This is where I always go a little too low, so I'm trying to stay high. Like I said, I don't want to make my eyelids look smaller than they are. So I'm gonna try to add a little bit extra. Okay. Grab some, bring it up. Okay, so after you put the color in your brows, and like I said, I have the brow wax in there, so it's pretty like stiff, it's dried, but I'm still just gonna kind of blend it out a little bit. Going for the big brows today. Why not? Okay, that's it. All right, let's move on to our eyeshadow. Okay. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna stop here. Let's do the Sunshine State, and then I'm gonna make another video because this is already 20 minutes. So this is the Sunshine State. This is the shade of the month. Look how pretty. So like I said, I have Frenchie on my cheeks now. I'm just gonna take my blend brush. I'm kind of pinching it, and I'm getting a good amount on my brush because it is sheer, but can you see how like the glow? Oh my gosh. I mean, is that not the prettiest, like just summer glow you've ever seen? Gosh, that's pretty. But like I said, it is sheer, but it does have these golden, oh, stop it. It does have these golden flakes in them. It's just really, okay, so here's like, no, let me put, this is so pretty. So Sunshine State, this will sell out. I'm just getting my cheeks. Really pretty. I'm gonna show you my lips. My lips, I've been using, they're dry. They're dry. Nothing I could do. I'm just gonna use my finger, really get some on there. But this can also go, so like I said, how it was a topper for my cheeks, so I had Frenchie on there already. It could also be like a topper for your lipstick. So if you use like a satin, just finish off with this Sunshine State. But it's really, wow, really pretty and feels very nice on the lips. Okay, So there's Sunshine State. I think I'm in love. If you want it, like, don't wait on Sunshine State. Like, it will not last. People love it. If you have any questions, reach out. If you want your own personal color match, I will do it. You just send me a picture, that selfie, take it, send it, and I'll get back to you. All right, guys, have a good day. Bye.